think I'm ready. Oh.
Gotta get camera ready. Hello everybody, it's us, your friendly neighborhood nerds once again. And that's all I'm legally allowed to use. And we watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And let's just jive right in. And let's just jump right in.
Let's just swing right in.
Let's swing
right in. Yeah.
JD, Zach, Michael, what'd you think?
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I love this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
It may be, and this is bold saying this, I think, because we still have a few weeks left in the year, but it may be my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy to think that.
My jaw kept dropping. Like, it was so good. Like, it kept, like, every single scene had something, like, really cool in it that was, like, never seen before in an animated movie before.
It truly felt like a comic book movie that came alive. It's funny because it makes fun of things that have happened in the Spider-Man movies, which makes this one canon to the original Spider-Man films,
with
which
Tobey
is
Maguire.
kind of cool.
This movie, it's Miles Morales. It's kind of his Spider-Man story, like origin story. Like he's, without giving too much away, it's not even really his Spider-Man story. It's more just his story, and he's kind of coming up with all these, or he's being trained by these other spider people. Spider
men's?
No.
Spider beings?
Yes.
Spider beings.
What I love about it, I think most, was kind of that same Black Panther feel, but on a different level. It's like, it really is a cool story about just a kid wanting to be a kid. His dad is black and his mom is Puerto Rican. And it's like this cool diversity story mixed in with like this coming of age story. And it rocks. It's so cool.
It's Spider-Man with a new twist. That's basically what it is. And you know, that's what's great about the Marvel comics, is like each Spider-Man story feels different, and so that's why Spider Pig, Spider Ham, whatever you call him, John Mulaney, Spider-Man,
Peter Porker.
Oh my God, all these people have similar backstories, but they're all separate characters, and it's not like, it doesn't feel like the Spider-Men are like stealing from each other, basically. This is an origin story. And it just felt like super emotional. Like,
It was intense.
And not just emotional, like sad, emotional, like you get happy, you get like, you're moved by the relationships he has with other people, and not just Miles, but also like one of the other Peter Parkers, and it's just, there's so much emotion and so much heart in this movie that it just, you add those visuals and it is, to me, almost a perfect movie. I love those kind of stories, whether it's superhero or just time travel or sci-fi. Like, I love just other dimensions and the idea that there's someone out there that is you, but they're not really you.
I've thought about that a lot, especially with all the bad choices I've made in my life. It's like, just think, I've made good choices somewhere, and that makes me happy.
Or there's like another alternate version of me that really like sits on that side of the couch.
Or just think of this. There's a guy, version of you, doesn't wear glasses, keeps his hair trimmed, and he's an actual bad boy.
Oh man.
I can't.
Other than like a good superhero movie, like, I thought this was the funniest movie of the year. I was howling at like just random things. Like, there's so many jokes just shoved into tiny little areas of this movie.
And even in those serious moments, there's, normally when you have a serious moment and someone cracks a joke, it just sucks all the mood out of the, it's like, but even in this movie, a few jokes get cracked while something serious is happening, and you're like, God, that's good.
That's what makes Spider-Man cool.
Yeah.
It's like, even in like the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, it's a little more serious, but it still feels fun because the way it's edited and the way it's shot is like basically felt like a Spider-Man movie. And that's similar in this. Is like, it's all frenetic and crazy, and that feels like a Spider-Man comic. I'm emotionally connected to Spider-Man.
I can't tell.
Well, and that's the thing, is I think we'll all agree that obviously if you look at maybe our style choices, our personality choices, we've definitely probably been at least a little bit inspired by Peter Parker. Wanting to be like, knowing that we're just a bunch of nerds, and knowing that like there's a guy out there who's like that, but he has superpowers, and that's what this, I think Miles will be that for like a whole new generation, and a whole new like group of people, which is really cool too. So.
And not only Miles Morales, but
also
Gwen Stacy. You think there's going to be like this clash of all these things, like humor and whatever.
Yeah.
And but the style somehow it all meshes together, and it's just like I don't want to say perfect because saying a movie's perfect is like
you can't do that, but
it feels perfect. I would say my favorite is probably the old Spider-Man, like the old man Spider-Man.
The Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson. Yeah,
the flabby gut.
I feel like it's like more attuned to what I grew up reading.
I gotta go with Spider-Man Noir. Nick Cage's character. He's basically Lego Batman, but Spider-Man. It's like every joke is like, I'm dark, and then the art style changes whenever they're fighting. Like his fighting was like in black and white, and you can see all the different shades of colors and stuff.
Miles still was awesome. Like he was probably my favorite, but if I had to go with a different one, it would be, Spider-Ham. He's
without a doubt.
He steals and I thought it was gonna be cheesy, but he steals every scene.
I was worried,
and it works. And John Mulaney works perfectly.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a different favorite character that wasn't a spider person, it would be the dad. It would be his dad.
It perfectly encapsulates like how New York feels about Spider-Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like at first they hate him and then they love him.
Yeah.
And so to get all that in one film is just like
I could talk about this movie for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I know
this is a 10-hour special.
Right? Yeah.
You can do that on YouTube.
It's the heart that I love. It's the scenes between him and his uncle, who's Mahershala Ali, and then the scenes between him and his dad and his mom, and just even the old Peter Parker. There are moments that we bring this up a lot, but I didn't cry, but there were genuine welling. I could feel like if this goes just a little bit longer, or if this had hit just a little harder, I would be like in tears.
Mm-hmm.
I'd cry.
The soundtrack's awesome.
Each person has their own little theme.
Yep.
The Prowler's theme, I think, is like the best.
It's so good.
It is
because
good.
I felt it. I was like, oh my god.
It has like all the right notes.
I hate that right now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I hated that.
But there's just so much to talk about. Like you could talk about the music, you can talk about the look, you can talk about the acting, you can talk about everything.
I think the best thing we could say about the movie is just go see it.
Please.
Like this is a movie you will like if you've grown up liking superheroes. This is a movie your kids will like. This is a movie your dog will like. This is a movie your lamp would like.
Yep.
Basically, anything that exists will like this movie.
Put that on the DVD. Your lamp's gonna love it, I'm telling you right now. Best animated movie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard beating Incredibles 2 for me. Best Spider-Man movie?
Yes.
Of the year, yes.
Of the year?
Still not better than Spider-Man 2?
No.
I'm assuming that's your favorite.
Nothing will ever beat Spider-Man 2 for me. I will say, since this is the year of the superhero, without a doubt.
And do you think this is the best superhero movie?
I feel like, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat Black Panther, but it might be the best superhero movie.
I gotta agree.
And this is the year that Avengers Infinity War came out.
Yeah.
10 years of build-up.
If you're watching this 5 years from now, just remember that we saw Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War.
And we're saying a cartoon is better.
that has no connection to the MCU.
It's made by Sony, too. They ruined Spider-Man. Now they made it back.
Now they fixed it. How do we feel about the Stan Lee cameo?
It wraps up everything about Stan Lee and people's love for Stan Lee and his love for his characters and everyone else's love for his characters. It's like a perfect little... it's so great in knowing that it's unintentional.
To be the first Stan Lee cameo after his death, it's such a great feeling because, like you said, it encapsulates everything about Stan Lee and the characters he created, but at the same time being like, wink, 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 I'm here in this movie, wink, wink.
Yeah. And it was also really funny. He had a good
perfect.
joke.
It's it's everything you want in a Stan Lee cameo and then kind of everything you want in Stan Lee.
We're going to rate this on how many Stan Lees you would give it. And I assume I know all the answers.
10 Stan Lees.
Wow.
I loved this movie so much. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I wanted to just scream again from the rooftops.
I wouldn't just give it 10 Stan Lees, 10 out of 10 Stan Lees. I'd give it 10 out of 10 Excelsior Stan Lees.
Oh, yeah.
You're
going up there.
That's the highest.
Pretty good.
That's like going to 11,
since we're one up each other,
I'm
just gonna give it 1 million Stan Lees.
Oh my God.
I want to change my answer.
Okay.
I want Infinity Stanley.
There you go.
I'm gonna change my answer one more time to infinity and one. So.
Okay, and now I'm gonna change it to 10 million. Wait, I already say that?
I'm sure like another dimensional you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excelsior.
Yeah. On the board.
Un esercito di